Hi friends, I am Mr. Pawar MG. Today we are going to learn one of very interesting poem having the title with The Twins, written by Henry S. Lay. If you don't subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel at firstly and then press the bell icon given in front of it. Let me introduce the poet of the poem, Henry Sambrook Lee. He was born on 29th March 1837 at London in United Kingdom, and he was also died on 16th June 1883 at Strand in London, United Kingdom, and his parents were James Matthews Lay. Henry Sambrook Lay was a writer and playwright. Lay was the son of James Matthews Lay. He was born in London on 29 March 1837. At an early age, he engaged in literary pursuits. Let me explain you the poem. Having the title with The Twins. At firstly, we are trying to learn out the rhyme scheme from the poem. While we want to find out the rhyme scheme, on that time we should try to find out the last word or rhyming words from the poem. जेव्हा आपल्याला राईम स्कीम शोधायची असते तेव्हा आपण त्या कवितेतल्या ओळीच्या शेवटच्या शब्दाचे यमक जुळणारे शब्द पाहावे लागतात. मग आपण पाहूयात. पहिल्या ओळीचा शेवटचा शब्द आहे लाईम, दुसऱ्या ओळीचा शेवटचा शब्द आहे ब्रदर, तिसऱ्या ओळीचा शेवटचा शब्द आहे हिम, दुसऱ्या ओळीचा ब्रदर आहे तर तिसऱ्या ओळीचा ॲनॉदर आहे. मग लाईम या पहिल्या ओळीच्या शेवटच्या अक्षराला आपण नाव देऊयात ये. लाईमशी ब्रदर हा शब्द यमक साधत नाही म्हणून त्याला नाव देऊयात आपण बी. त्यानंतर हिम हा शब्द लाईमला यमक साधतो म्हणून त्याला पुन्हा नाव देऊयात ये. आणि ॲनॉदर हा शब्द ब्रदरशी यमक साधतो म्हणून ब्रदरला जे नाव दिलेलं आहे बी तेच आपण इथे नाव देऊयात बी. म्हणजे इथे यमक जुळणारी जोडी आहे ए बी ए बी. मीन्स rhyme scheme of the poem is AB AB. Okay. Then figures of speech are used into this poem and they are alliteration and hyperbole. Alliteration, that means alliteration. Alliteration, that means when one consonant is repeated again and again into the same line or same sentence, on that time into that sentence there is a alliteration figures of speech. The first line is that here, in form and feature, face and line. In this line, F consonant is repeated again and again. F, form, feature, form, feature and face. F consonant is repeated thrice a time so that into this sentence alliteration figures of speech is used by the poet. Let me explain the poem line by line. The narrator was one of a pair of twins. या कवितेमध्ये कवी स्वतः आपल्याशी बोलतो आणि तो एक जुळ्या भावंडापैकी एक जण आहे. The twins, that means 2 babies born at the same time. एकाच वेळेला एकाच मातेला झालेल्या 2 बालकांना आपण ट्विन्स असं म्हणतो. And right from birth, he and his brother were similar in form and feature, face and line. Here, poet says that in form and feature. In form and feature, that means here is given the meaning of form and feature. Structure and appearance. That means आपलं रूप आणि चेहरापट्टी. Face and line. Face and line, face that means chehra and line that means body part, avyav. I grew, the poet, the narrator wanted to say that I grew so like my brother, as like my brother. म्हणजे फॉर्म अँड फीचर फेस अँड लाईनमध्ये मी लहानपणापासूनच माझ्या भावासारखा वाढत होतो. That fox got taking me for him and each for one another. And here the poet says that the resemblance was so close that people began mistaking one for the other. What is the meaning of these both the lines? The resemblance that means similarity was so close, so same that people began mistaking one for the another. Here taking its meaning is given here mistaking, चुकीने. म्हणजे आमच्या घरी येणारे लोक नेहमी चूक करायचे आणि ही चूक प्रत्येकाच्या बाबतीत घडायची. each one another. Then next one line is there. It puzzled all our kith and kin. It reached a fearful pitch. And here the poet says that it puzzled, that means confused, gondalne. Kith and kin, its meaning is given there, relatives. And pitch, its meaning is also given there, limit or height, मर्यादा. आणि व्हायचं काय की all relatives and friends were confused and at times the confusion reached a very high level. कधी कधी तर हा गोंधळ फारच टोकाला जायचा. आमच्यामधला एक जण जुळा म्हणून जन्मला, पण तो कोण हे कुणाला सांगता येत नव्हतं. The second lines are given there, last one lines from this stanza. For one of us was born a twin. For here, for that means because. Why all the kiths and kins, that means why all the relatives of the narrator confused, because one of them were born a twin. त्या दोघांपैकी एक जण कुणीतरी जुळा म्हणून जन्मलेला होता. And yet not a soul knew which. आणि तो कोण हे कुणाला सांगता येत नव्हतं. It was certain that one of them was born a twin, but no one knew for sure which of them was it. One day, to make the matter worse, before our names were fixed. And into the next one stanza, the poet is trying to say that one of the incident was happening in the life of narrator at the first stage when they were babies. One day, to make the matter worse. One day, to make the matter worse, एके दिवशी कहरच झाला. Before our names were fixed. Before our names were fixed, before the naming ceremony, आमच्या बारशाच्या अगोदर. What was happened? As we were being washed by nurse, we got completely mixed. Here the poet said that one day just before their christening, before their naming ceremony, as they were being washed by the nurse, they got interchanged. They were totally mixed, they were totally interchanged. No one knew that who was who. कोण होता हे कोणालाच लक्षात येईना. नर्सनी आंघोळ घालताना केलेली त्यांची अदलाबदल यामुळे सगळा गोंधळ उडाला. And thus you see by fate's decree. And thus you see by fates that means destiny. Destiny म्हणजे दैव नशीब. And the meaning of decree is given in a margin space, that means order, or rather nurse whim, that means its also meaning is given here that mistake or sudden change of minds. त्या नर्सच्या गोंधळामुळे किंवा नशिबामुळे काय घडलं तर नशिबाचा खेळ म्हणा किंवा नर्सबाईचा घोळ म्हणा. What happened here is telling that thus it was either due to nurse mistake or because of destiny's decision. The narrator's brother got the name John intended for narrator, and the narrator got the name intended for his brother. And in the last 2 lines here are telling that my brother John got christened. Its meaning is also given here that christened, that is name given to a baby at the naming ceremony. My brother John got christened me and I got christened him. त्याचे नाव मला आणि माझे नाव त्याला बारशाच्या वेळेला देण्यात आलं बिकॉज ऑफ फॅट्स डिक्री अँड नर्स whim. This fatal likeness even dogged my footsteps when at school, and I was always getting flogged for John turned out a fool. This fatal, F-A-T-A-L, fatal, that means leading to disaster or death, हानिकारक और नुकसानकारक. Then dogged, that means it's here is given meaning continue to follow. म्हणजे या कमालीच्या सारखेपणाने शाळेत सुद्धा माझी सोडली नाही पाठ असं कवी म्हणतो. म्हणजे त्या दोघांमध्ये सारखं असल्यामुळे ही एक हानिकारक नुकसानकारक काय म्हणता येईल त्याला पणाला पिच्छा सोडला नाही, पाठपुरावा सोडला नाही. माय फुटस्टेप्स, दॅट मीन्स नॅरेटर्स फुटस्टेप वेन ॲट स्कूल, जेव्हा तो शाळेत वेन ही वॉज ॲडमिटेड इन टू स्कूल, वेन ही वॉज entered into school, when he was gone to school on that time, and I was always getting flogged. That means its meaning is given here, they are beaten up, bharpur marne. For John turn out a fool. And why? For that means because John turn out a fool. To turn out a fool, it is a phrase, to turn out a fool, that means play tricks, that means खोड्या करणे. जेव्हा जॉन खोड्या करायचा आणि त्याची शिक्षा मात्र त्याचे सर कवीला द्यायचे, म्हणजे हेनरीला द्यायचे. अँड इट वॉज हॅपनिंग बिकॉज ऑफ द सिमिलरिटी, बिकॉज ऑफ ट्विन्स दे वेअर बॉर्न. ते जुळे म्हणून जन्मल्यामुळे हा घोळ त्यांच्या जीवनामध्ये सतत वारंवार व्हायचा. I put this question fruitlessly. And next the poet is telling that I put this question, मी हा प्रश्न विचारायचो कसा, fruitlessly, that means निरर्थकपणे, to everyone I knew. मी ज्या व्यक्तींना ओळखत होतो त्या व्यक्तींना प्रत्येकाला तो निरर्थकपणे प्रश्न विचारायचो. And what was the question? What would you do if you were me to prove that you were you? And here the poet is telling that The narrator says that the likeness had very bad and serious effects and followed the two like a shadow all through their lives. At school, the narrator was usually punished for the mistakes made by his brother. The narrator put the following question to everyone he knew, though without getting a definite answer, what he would do in order to prove his identity if he were in his place. That means in the narrator's place. What was the question again? What would you do? तुम्ही काय केलं असतं इफ यू वेअर मी, तुम्ही जर माझ्या जागी असता, टू प्रूव्ह, सिद्ध करण्यासाठी, दॅट यू वेअर यू, तुम्हीच आहात हे सिद्ध करण्यासाठी तुम्ही जर माझ्या जागी असतात तर काय केलं असतं, असा निरर्थक प्रश्न कवी प्रत्येक व्यक्तीला विचारायचा. लास्ट वन स्टॅन्झा. द नॅरेटर सेड दॅट इन टू द लास्ट स्टॅन्झा, आवर क्लोज रिझेम्बलन्स, आवर क्लोज सिमिलॅरिटी, आमचा तंतोतंत सारखेपणामुळे, टर्न द टाइड्स. हिअर turned the tide, turn the tide, it is also phrase, its meaning is here change the situation. आमच्या सारखेपणामुळे परिस्थिती बदलून गेली. कुठे? ऑफ माय डोमेस्टिक लाईफ, माझ्या कौटुंबिक जीवनामध्ये सुद्धा. अँड व्हॉट वॉज हॅपन्ड हिअर? द नॅरेटर सेड दॅट वन ऑफ द स्ट्रेंज, वन ऑफ द विचित्र, विलक्षण सिच्युएशन और घटना कवी त्यांच्या जीवनातली सांगतोय. फॉर समहाऊ माय इंटेंडेड ब्राईड बिकेम माय ब्रदर्स वाईफ. अँड व्हॉट वॉज हॅपन्ड इन द लाईफ ऑफ द पोएट? द नॅरेटर इज टेलिंग हिअर दॅट माय इंटेंडेड वाईफ, इंटेंडेड दॅट मीन्स प्लॅन्ड फॉर म्हणजे नियोजित असलेली, ब्राईड म्हणजे नववधू, बिकेम माय ब्रदर्स वाईफ, माझ्या भावाची पत्नी ती बनली. बिकेम माय ब्रदर्स वाईफ. इन फॅक्ट इयर आफ्टर इयर द सेम अब्सर्ड मिस्टेक्स वॅन डाऊन. आणि खरं पाहता वर्षानुवर्ष अशा अनेक अब्सर्ड दॅट मीन्स फुलिश, हास्यास्पद घटना आमच्या जीवनामध्ये घडत राहिल्या. अँड व्हेन आय डाईड, अँड लास्ट वन थिंग इज टेलिंग दॅट व्हेन आय डाईड, जेव्हा मी मरण पावलो, द नेबर केम अँड ब्युरीड म्हणजे दफन करणे, पुरणे, ब्युरीड दॅट मीन्स दफन करणे, पुरणे, ब्रदर जॉन म्हणजे जेव्हा शेवटी माझा मृत्यू झाला तेव्हा माझ्या शेजारीने येऊन माझ्या भावाला पुरलं. हिअर टेलिंग दॅट इवन द नॅरेटर्स डोमेस्टिक लाईफ वॉज अफेक्टेड बाय दिस क्लोज रिझेम्बलन्स. For it turned out that the girl he intended to marry became his brother's wife. Year after year, the same absurd or foolish mistakes went on, with the result that when the narrator died, the neighbors came and buried his brother John, mistaking him for the narrator himself. म्हणजे कवी वारला तेव्हा शेजाऱ्यांनी येऊन कवीच्या भावाला नेऊन दफन केलं. It was very absurd thing, it was very foolish thing which was happened in the life of the poets because of the resemblance, because of the similarity in face and line, form and feature. Thank you friends watching for my video. If you don't subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel at firstly. Once again, I would like to say thanks. If you have any doubts about the poem, you have to share your problems with me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, bye.